What's up, everybody? Little Big Robots here. If you like kind of exactly what you're looking at right now, which is little versions of big robots like this, other toys, cool stuff like these guys. I just did a review of these guys, these fresh retro guys. If you like that sort of thing, subscribe so you always see when I have some new videos. I love things, 7 inches and below kind of size. I love these big guys too, but they take up so much room. I just really enjoy the small scale. And today, I thought it'd be cool to look at this. If you don't know McFarlane Toys, you know McFarlane of Spawn fame, of McFarlane, honestly, to me, more famously, McFarlane Toys. Back in the 90s, we were getting his toys when he first kind of started the whole, he didn't start it, but he really popularized kind of like nicer quality or cooler looking detailed toys. I'm trying to open my little, there we go, my little cutter thing here. He kind of popularized that kind of, not collectible toy, but it's hard to describe, but I remember as a kid being very aware of like, what is this? It's like these toys are incredible looking and stuff. Now, in hindsight, the details, and we knew back then, weren't perfect. The paints were often kind of, halfway done, not really done really well. But that's kind of McFarlane's design idea, or his creation idea, whatever you call it, toy production, thought process is you do just enough kind of nice paints, to give it a little bit of a nice feel, but you don't do so much that it drives your costs up. Anyway, he does the Avatar toys. He did the original line back in 2009. I have those. I've done the reviews. If you just go to my channel in my video section and you search for Avatar, you'll see the Amp Suit, which is one of my favorites. And this is the more recent line. This is the Crabsuit in the new movie, which I haven't seen yet. It's now on streaming. I might check it out. I'm not a fan of the Avatar movies, but I love the bots and stuff. This is the standard large version. I want to say they're 1/18 scale, I believe, somewhere around there. This line is, and you basically, this is the Crabsuit from the movie. You basically open this, you put your person in there, they kind of lay down in there. You close it up, and now they're ready to go. This right here is just a classic, great toy. The Amp Suit was great, but what's cool about this one is the legs. It kind of spreads out. $40. So I guarantee it. Just like these guys, I found these for $22 recently on sale. If these go down to $22, I'll probably buy 5 of them. I'm not normally that type of guy. I don't scalp them or anything, but just because it's such a fantastic toy, all these little parts that you can use in customization or just having a little army or whatever. So fantastic. He's getting packed up soon though, because let me see if I can show you a little bit. So I used to have giant displays full of toys. Now what I do is I really only have 4 cubicles of toys. Actually, that one's holding all my Steam deck and stuff, because these videos count as my shelf. I do a video about them, and then I pack them away, or something like that. I'm not just buying to pack away. I buy them, I enjoy them for a while, and then I pack them away, because I find with the giant shelves full of toys, I never ever, I just don't do anything with them. They just kind of sit there and gather dust. So let's see if I can open this. I cut the toy, of course. Let's see if I can, there's too many in here. I hate these little things. What are these things called? Does anybody out there know? This would be a good test. I'm going to be cutting right towards my finger, aren't I? Did I get them all? I did not. Dear Lord Almighty. So I'm going to pause this and take everything out. Okay, so that's done. Let's talk about these for a second. Again, if anybody knows what these are, I want to do an entire video on these because they're such absolute garbage. McFarlane's is one of the worst. Rainbow High is really bad about these little plastic bits that you can recycle. I put them in recycling, and my local Austin place said that they could recycle them, but they're so incredibly wasteful for something that is not. You didn't need to pin down this thing. So anyway, this is the World of Avatar, what they call the World of Avatar, which is kind of like a miniatures line. I haven't gotten too many of them because I didn't really don't really care about like I said, Avatar that much, and the fish or like the little animals and stuff. Just it's not really that thrilling to me. Seems like a fun thing to get into if that's what you're into. Some people love it. I personally do not. But this is kind of cool though. The more I look at it though, I might have to get a few of these. So you get the little displays basically with it, and then you get a miniaturized version of the large one. That's pretty cool. Let's take a glance here. So let's see. Everything seems really in proportion wonderfully. This is a little dusty because it's been on the shelf. That's why I have to pack it away. These dots. Okay, see, I still haven't seen the movie. So this is not bad. This is what I liked about the original Crabsuit. It can kind of fold up. See that? And then drop into the water. Ploosh. Or you could just have it look like a cool walker thing. One thing I found with the big one is these arms. I wasn't quite sure how they could move, so they feel kind of fragile. So that, if I get an extra one, I'd like to take it apart, dissect it, and see, because I can see just a bend there, but there we go. So let's see if I can do the same stuff. I'll bet you it has all the same functionality as the big. Oh my God. See, that feels so sketch right there. So I should be able to pull out that way. Sorry, I'm looking at it in person and not through the camera. So these should be able to fold down, just like this one. Okay. Well, I bet you the functionality is pretty much exactly the same as far as like the legs and arms and everything move the same. Now, those should fold down. Oh my God, don't tell me it's not going to do it. You know what I should do? Whenever I do something like that I'm not sure of, I will look up a review of some other YouTuber on it, see if they're able to get it. But see, these should be able to go down like that, but maybe they're not quite that flexible. So you can see that you have the weathering on the hand. You'll have this pseudo weathering, which is great, but it's not really that great. And that's a McFarlane's staple. You'll see a little bit of it here, a little dry brush silver. They just have somebody go like that. You know, they do 20 or 30 or 40 an hour. Whatever, you know. So, but I appreciate that there's some weathering on there. But does it look? I think looks a bit like this one too on the door right here. It looks like it has a bit more detail because that door opens. I forgot to show. So you can open this whole thing, but this door opens as well. I guess it's for like entry as well when you're underwater. I don't know. And somebody told me that actually what you do is you lay somebody down it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the amp suit, the miniature amp suit, take him out, because this figure should work. This should work in all this line. This is just kind of a ridiculous thing. The amp suit didn't come with a pilot. You had to buy the pilot separate. You can see how his legs folded up just to get him in there. But somebody told me you lay him down there like that. But I'm not seeing that. See, because in this one, can I open it? Oh my God, I'm so scared. Is that not going to open? So this should pop up like that one. You see the guy in there? So see how he's sitting? It's like a normal seating, because this one you can actually open. Right? So I should be able to open this one. But according to the miniature, though, he should be sitting in there like normal. Let's see. I've got to do it. It's only $14.99, these, but still. Oh my God, does it not open? What am I missing? Look, it has, oh, sorry, I didn't know it has an area, like a seam. Does the box show? It does not. See, I don't know if it opens or not. I don't know anything about that. I've only bought the large version and a little version, and I don't want to break that. But you see how it makes it look like he's sitting there? Let's take a quick photo here too. Boop. So as far as a miniaturized version, I think it's kind of cute because you could have this one and just not very far away and take a, you know, like say you're taking an Instagram photo of that, and you could have this one in the background like it's farther away. So that's really interesting. You can put it on its little stand here, if I can. Let's see if I can without breaking it. See, even the stand seems a little bit too... Look at that. I'm betting it doesn't even go on there. It does. God, this thing is just too fragile feeling. Okay, there you go. So that's cool. I like that they come with these little stands that you can put on your shelf. You could have a little display, you know, little action poses and stuff. But I guess the idea is this one might not open. I don't know why it has to. It has a little seam line you can see there for the opening and stuff. So it has to open. But you see how he's sitting there? Just like normal? Well, then that's how this one should sit, right? See, this guy was, this pilot was a separate purchase. Oh, boy. Well, there's that. Come on, McFarlane. Let's do some quality check, man. So he should be sitting there, right? Da-da-da, done. Perfect. I don't know. I don't know if this comes open or not. That's really strange. I'll have to look that up. I don't want to do it here on camera and break it because some of the seam line, oops, sorry, some of the seam line you can see here is actually looks almost sealed up too. But you can see the seam line goes all the way down. Let me check in my little internet enabled device. And here, I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back. All right, I looked up a couple videos and it's saying they're not opening theirs. So that is really strange. You'd think that would just be an easy thing to... I'm wondering if I get an extra one, because these will go on sale. You'll probably find these for $7 before too long. I'm wondering if you can, you know, force that off, because this one opens. Of course, it's a different type of open, and the little guy even comes out. And what size is that? That's not 160. That's like one... What would this be? I don't know what this would be. But it's kind of an odd size. But you see, he actually comes out. Here he is with his missing leg. I got to try and fix his leg now. It's kind of cool. So that's kind of weird. This is the strange thing about what McFarlane does. This guy here with his busted leg was called, they were calling him a 7-inch, part of the 7-inch line. Now that's not a scale. That's the size of the figure. But as you can see, he's not 7 inches. Now the Avatar alien figures are 7 inches. So they were claiming he was part. No, that's not a size. This is like 1/18 scale. So they should, even though the Avatar figures are this big, they're still 1/18 scale. It still takes 1/18 of them to make one normal size one, right? So it does a lot of weird stuff like this, inconsistent stuff. Why would this one be able to open and this one not? But minus that. I do like this little stand thing. I think if you're into Avatar and all this would be a cool little, if you collect all these little World of Avatar ones, they would look cool on your shelf. This is brilliant. I love the Crabsuit. I think it's completely impractical. And so, man, I guess it's okay because, you know, like underwater vehicles have these type of arms and stuff. But I just wish... it wasn't hard to tell how these things were supposed to move, because like I said, with this one, I have struggled with figuring out which part is going to bend without breaking and stuff. Once they go on sale and I get a few extra, it's going to be much easier just to take one and just see how far I can push stuff without it breaking. See, like, I don't think those go down any further. I think they stay like that, which is fine because this is a miniature version of it, but still, great little design, neat little suit, great for customization, or little like if you want to use these in like wargaming, because I'm thinking about actually making a Warhammer game using my 160 scale and stuff like that. There's a little smaller than this. You could use a whole table, like an epic scale, but using an individual, so you could have giant robots and stuff. So these would be great on the desktop for a little Avatar fan, or once they go on sale, a little army builder. Really, really cool little toy. This is one of my favorite little mech suits, the Crabsuit. I still really love it. I'll probably, even at full price, I'll probably pick up a couple more just to have them for projects and stuff, because they're so fun. I'd like to paint them a different color and stuff. And anyway, thought you guys and girls and others would enjoy that. Have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.